Alright, Shalom Israel, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles as a great millstone. Shalom to the whole elect. Begin on 144,000. Shalom. If y'all hear noise in the background, just bear with me to try to tune it out the best way possible. I am currently at work, right? And this just be a quick lesson, just a response to the comments. Because at the bottom he say 144 from 12 tribes. What tribe are you? Show me genealogy proof back to that tribe, right? And to answer your question, I'm from the tribe of Judah, right? I'll be from the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom is tribe of Judah, tribe of Levi, tribe of Benjamin, right? And the southern kingdom are the so-called true Jews, right? The northern kingdom, which consists of the other 9 tribes, they are Hebrew Israelites as well, but they're just not considered Jews, right? And with that being said, you talking about showing genealogy proof back to that tribe. You acting like I could just pull out a damn family tree, a family book going back to the beginning of time. No, it's through our, first off, it's through your father, right? My father is so-called African American. My granddad is so-called African American, and so forth and so forth, right? And it's all through the bloodline. Our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and etc. Right? But anyways, he sent Revelation in 7th chapter, verse 9. I think it's either in NLT or NIV. But I believe he said this thinking that it refers to like all nations of people, like worldwide. But in reality, it's talking about the Israelites, right? And we will break that down. And secondly, I'm gonna show you that, your nationality is based off your father, right? And you also sent John 14:2. At my father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you I go to prepare a place for you. So I'm not quite sure if I said something that's listen that made him say that, or if I brought out a precept or whatever the case may be, but if you're talking about the elect, yes, the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua does already have these things prepared for us, right? The spiritual bodies, it's the mansions and etc. All right, so anyways, let's get to it. Guess we are really in Revelation, the 7th chapter, so we'll just start with that first, and I'll just start up at verse 1. And it reads Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. All right. And we know that wind that it's referring to is the destroying wind that it speaks of in Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. And it reads, "To set the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind." So those angels are holding back a destroying wind to Babylon the Great. All right, and I'll jump to verse 2. I can go deeper into Revelations, the first, but I'm trying to get to the point because I ain't got that much time. All right, so verse 2 is saying, "I saw another angel ascending from the east." Also, those the sea, I say, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. The sea is referring to the peoples, right? The nations of people, and also the tree is talking about people as well. God said, blind man seen a tree. He said, I see men walking as trees. Let's get that real quick since we on it. Right here, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, Salaki. Mark 8 and 24. And I'll read up verse 23, saying he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes, referring to Yahushua took this blind man by the hand and led him out of town, right? And he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him. He asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking, right? So the trees are talking about, people as well, right? So anyways, that's another list for another time. But I just wanted to break it down while we was here. Verse 2, he said, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power and their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel, right? So the elect is all Israelites, right? It's not going to be Moabites, Hamites, Ishmaelites. It's not going to be no one of the other nations, right? Edomites, none of that. They all are Israelites, and it's 12,000 from each tribe, which makes up 144,000, right? So, like, the angel had came and telling the fourth angel, hey, don't hurt the earth or the sea nor the trees, right? Until we have sealed the elect, basically, right? And the elect is 144,000. And it said the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000, and the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000, and the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000, and the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. The tribe of Nephthalim, so like if I ain't pronouncing it right, were sealed 12,000, and the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. The tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. And I can't remember. Yeah, Joseph and Ephraim, So the tribe of Ephraim were sealed 12,000, and the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. And after this, I beheld, and lo, a great, he said, and it reads, and after this, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, right? So if you read this, you don't have the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, you would think it's talking about all races of people, right? But no, it's talking about the Israelites, right? So let's go to Revelation, the 5th chapter, go to verse 8, and it reads, and when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, right? Saying it has made us into our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth, right? So the point that I wanted right there, it said it has redeemed us to the Most High by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, right? So the Lord go take the elect, who are Israelites, out from every nation, kindreds, and tongues, right? And people, right? And he say he not go deliver us with them, but from amongst them, right? So once again, he not go deliver us with them, but he go deliver us from amongst them, right? So let's get Ezekiel. So we will get Ezekiel 36 and verse 23, and it reads, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned amongst the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, our power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes, right? So just showing you how in the midst of them, right, that the elect is going to be beamed up, saved from amongst, the heathens, right? Like it's saying, the heathens shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, saith the Lord, our power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes, right? So it'll be right in front of their faces. Understand? So let's go back. So let's go back to his comment, right? And it reads 144 from 12 tribes. What tribe are you? Show me genealogy proof. Back to that tribe, right? So I already explained that I've come from the tribe of Judah, due to my father. So let's go to what's that? Numbers 1:8 and 18, and it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upper, by their polls. What it said? Declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, right? So your nationality is based through your father, because who carried the seed? The man, right? The woman cannot be pregnant unless the seeds be, getting inside of her, right? The woman only carries the baby for 9 months. The man carried the baby for his whole entire life. Let's read the comment. Your precept Ezra 9:1 said, why is it that the way that they do it? Because that's who carried the seed, as in the father. The child always come after the seed of the father. This is a foolproof plan of the HF, not can't remember what it stands for, but anyway, it says to always maintain nations and lineages through the seeds of the father, right? So we'll finish off with Ezra the 9th chapter, verse 1, and it reads, now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. So like if I ain't pronounce the names right, but verse 2 said, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yet the hand of the princes and rulers have been sheathed in this trespass, right? So point out one, right? How I say, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. So meaning when we was in these other, people lands, captivities, and etc., we was mingling with the other nations, right? Meaning having sex with the other nations. Right, and that's why you got Israelites that look like Edomites or Moabites or Ishmaelites. We look like all races of people, right? Because while we've been throughout the whole, we've been scattered through the whole corners of the earth, right? And with us being scattered amongst all the nations, we've been having sex with all the nations. So therefore, that's why you have so-called mixed people and things of that such. Yeah, they may be so-called mixed, but who their father is, right? So if your father is a so-called black man and your mother is a so-called white woman, that means you are Israelite. You would be what your father is, right? But yes, we was having sex with other nations and things of that such, right? And yes, we can't have sex with other nations. What's going off is if you have sex and you take marriage to this woman from another nation, and you start falling after their God, that's where you falling off at, right? Because King Solomon, he wasn't going off by having sex with the women from the different nations. He was going off because he was worshiping their gods and things of that such, right? So you gotta know and understand that when we was amongst the other nations and things of that such, we were having sex with their people. But anyway, it's from your father, your bloodline, who you come back to, and I'll be from tribe of Judah, and I can tell through the spirit, Alright, Romans 8 and 16 say the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Heavenly Father. Alright, so it's the Spirit that bear witness. Also, and with that being said, Lord willing, answers your question. And secondly, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Once again, I would give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles as a great millstone. Shalom to the whole elect. Shalom.